Brodes Media.
Let me tell you something right off the top here. The Giants suck! Yo, they suck. I mean, there's teams that are bad, and then there's the New York Giants. Their owner is going to be staring at the ceiling in his bedroom, going, what the fuck? What the fuck? For the next 72 hours, as he should. Because Saquon Barkley took that football and ran it down your throat. You couldn't do a damn thing. And you could run on this defense. What the Giants defense does well is apply pressure, quarterback hits, get sacks. But you could run on them. And damn, did this Eagles team expose that flaw. They took one of the strengths of the Giants, and really their only strengths, because they got nothing else. Here's Daniel Jones going, hey, Drew, go get him, kid. What about that sequence at the end of the first half? Does it get more pathetic than that? Hey, congratulations on those 3 points. I'll show you where to put those 3 points. Here's a tip. Right up your ass! What a loser mentality from a loser organization. And truth be told, I've been so down on the Eagles that I had no clue what to expect in this outing. I thought the Eagles were so atrocious that it's possible they're on the level of the Giants. Now, the Eagles still may not be good, but let me explain something. The Giants blow! Here's Saquon dancing and partying for 55, for 42, for 18, for 26, for 99, for 63, for 52! Heisman, he's lowering the shoulder, he's popping people's head back, he's moving people 5 yards backwards when they're trying to make a tackle. Ran with a purpose. You're going to be thinking about me all week. You're going to be worried about the next time we line up. And you're probably going to be discussing the Saquon Barkley contract for the rest of your life, knowing you let me go to the Eagles so I can annihilate you. I'm watching Cam Jurgens create space and give these backs plenty of turf to do whatever the hell they wanted. And he's running down the field just like Jason Kelce. The amount of replays we would watch during broadcasts of the announcers highlighting Kelce, saying, look at this guy and what he's able to create. That one sequence, if you had no clue, you would think that was Jason Kelce. It's Cam Jurgens. You're without Mailata. You lose Mekhi Becton. And look, you could have made the debate that Mekhi Becton should have played left tackle and Tyler Steen could have played at right guard instead of Fred Johnson. Here's why I didn't mind it, though. Dexter Lawrence is no joke. And if you want to add some solid beef at the right guard position prior to knowing the injuries, by the way, Dallas Goedert, a tight end who helps out in the blocking department, not there. And just able to constantly pound. There are areas that I'm not satisfied with. But before we get to those points, because I'm not going to put a blindfold on all of the issues. Jalen, we'll get into the passing game. But let me tie a bow on the overall view of the action. It's a damn good win. It's good for confidence. It's good for momentum. It's good for swag. There's some winnable games coming up here. Maybe you could string something together. I think Vic Fangio is starting to figure out a little bit more of his identity defensively. Now, I'm not necessarily sure if Bryce Huff is thrilled with the way he's being utilized, but I can see some stuff starting to form. Full disclosure, do I think Nolan Smith and Nakobe Dean are now game wreckers for getting home as much as they did? No. I think part of it is you played Cleveland and now you're playing the New York Giants. Their offensive line has sucked the entire time I've been born. Eli Manning sitting there in the pocket getting wrecked. Guys can get home against the Giants. It is what it is. But maybe there's something starting to brew. Right? Bryce Huff got a full sack. You know you are one of the most pathetic teams on planet Earth if Bryce Huff can record a full sack. I'm just saying. So no, I don't think now all of a sudden it's where we need it to be and the eye candy is back with this team. But it's nice to know it's in there. I didn't know if they could even do that against a team that can't play. Because guess what? The Browns can't play, and they couldn't do this against them. I think the added motivation of in-division rival, it's the Giants and the Saquon factor. But I thought the Giants would actually come out with some sort of purpose because in regards to motivation, I think it's easier to be the team that Saquon was on previously, to try and prove him wrong, to shut him up, compared to the team that goes, yeah, I got Saquon's back, and let's go to war. I think it's easier to be the Giants because it's more disrespectful, even though he wanted to be there. You lose all that context. He went to the Eagles. He went to one of your biggest rivals. And they came out as flat as humanly possible. They can't score a touchdown at MetLife. The Eagles can't score a point in the first quarter. And let me give you some numbers just to put it in perspective on how bad that is. Because I'm worried about our passing game. It's happened 3 times that this deep into the season, since 2005, so almost 20 years, it's happened 3 times that teams couldn't score in the first quarter. The record of those 3 teams, 0-16, a 4-win team, 4-13, and 5-11. So those are the records. This team has way too much talent to be that bad. Ross Tucker said it best. When you look at this team, when they thrive offensively with some of these shots, their best offense is nonsensical deep balls. I mean, what does that tell you? If the best way your team is moving the football is nonsensical deep throws. It was a beautiful dot, and it was a dime that Jalen hit A.J. Brown with. There's no joke. Not everybody can make that throw. That's what keeps me holding on to this hope that Jalen Hurts is the guy. But there were a lot of reasons throughout this game where I go, is Jalen Hurts the guy? He misses Devontae Smith wide open right before that 4th down conversion. He missed SAQUON Barkley wide open in the end zone. He's taking sacks and running backwards and going the wrong way. It's not right. Something's off. It's not clicking. They finished, 10 of 14 in the pass game? You could get away with it against the Giants. But you need to have flow. I don't know what their pass game tries to generate. And I love the fact that you can rely on superstar talent. A.J. Brown's going to beat a lot of people, but how about when Jalen Hurts is taking a one-on-one shot with Jahan Dotson, of all people, instead of looking A.J. Brown's way? And then you hear the broadcast when they were coming back from break, wondering if they saw Devontae Smith having a play drawn up for him specifically, because it wasn't like he was taking the game over. He had one play in particular where he gets a quick throw. This was after he was already hurt in the game, but he gets a quick throw. The Giants sniff it out within seconds, and he gets tackled with the blink of an eye, and he gets brought down. Nothing. I just don't think that we should be in the same boat as a team that goes winless, or a team that wins 4 games, or a team that wins 5 games when it comes to the slow starts. And you could get away with it to some degree against some of these opponents. But what's the end goal here? Is it to be able to beat the Browns and the Giants? Or is it, can they actually form something, put it all together, mold an offense, and move forward? So I did a Bleacher Report stream prior to this show, and I asked the question. The results landed at 50-50. I asked the question, what was your biggest takeaway? Was your biggest takeaway the Eagles put together a really good win, or the Giants suck? And I don't think there's really a wrong answer. It's a combination of both. Look, this is a good win for the Eagles. I didn't see it coming. I saw them winning another game, 16-13, where we hate them. I don't hate them after this performance at all. I think I correlate a lot of their success to probably the poorness of their opponent. So I probably lean more towards, man, the Giants are a bad football team. Like, bad football team. Who lost to them? How do they have 2 wins? They need to be relegated. Those 2 teams have to be kicked out of the league today. If I'm Roger Goodell, that's how pathetic it is to drop to that team.